So it's early in the morning. I'm tired. I just got done watching the Boruto episode though, so I'm gonna go ahead and record this because why not? So obviously it's been kind of building up that they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna reveal who the assassin is. That's been trying to go after Kaie and assassinate her, so that way like the minister who's the guardian for Kaie's brother to take control of the throne in the land of bamboo. They've been trying to like reveal who this has been, and I even had a comment in one of the previous videos, like stating the obvious that it was Hana that was the assassin, and she was the one like planning everything from the start and yada yada. And it's like I replied to that comment, and I think I even mentioned it in one of the previous videos that she could have been a red herring, and I kind of wish that Hana Sensei was just a red herring, and she was just supposed to be like the obvious main suspect, and then someone else was actually the one behind the scenes, like planning everything and yada yada. That's what I was hoping for, but in this episode, we figure out that that's not what it is at all. And then I thought about it more, and it's like if they wanted Hana Sensei to be the red herring, and it was just an entirely different character, they have like no association with Hana Sensei in any way whatsoever. They had to have another character that's established enough for that to actually mean something to the characters who are the main characters of this arc, which is mainly Kawaki and Himawari. But that's not the case at all. It's just Hana Sensei, and we don't really know anything about her other than that she's just the class's teacher. In this episode, we actually end up learning more about her because it's revealed that she ends up being the assassin trying to go after Kaie's life, and pretty much just what happened to her is that she grew up in the land of bamboo, and then the minister who's been trying to come up with this plan to get rid of Kaie and put the younger brother on the throne. I don't know if it's the younger brother, but the brother on the throne. He's been training up a whole bunch of assassins who were young, and Hana was actually one of them, but Hana didn't want to really kill anybody because she just didn't want to. She didn't have that killer instinct, I guess, even though she was a very skilled shinobi. So Hana created this entirely different alter ego that now has its own sentience within Hana's own mental in her mind. And whenever Hana needs to go and complete a mission, that side of her takes over. So after the Great Ninja War, when Hana was still young, she went to the Elite Village. The evil side of her created this plan that ever since that she was a child, she wanted to be a teacher. The good side takes over, and then it goes on from there. Hana in the episode literally battles herself within her own mind, and it ends up losing, and it's the evil side of her that ends up taking control. And then the whole plan is concocting even forward, and Hana's trying to figure out a way on how to get rid of Kaie, so that way the brother can be put on the throne. That's what ends up happening in the episode, but ultimately, like, the focus was just, like, I really didn't want her to be the obvious main suspect, because it just was too obvious. They kept throwing all their cards on the table, making it the most obvious thing that she was actually the one behind everything that was going on. Just simply by having her being in the debris when all of those paper bombs went off, right? Like, having her being there just made her the most obvious suspect. And it's like, if they didn't do that, then it would have been fine. And even before then, in that episode, she was already acting weird in that episode anyways. They were throwing too many hints, like really obvious hints, that Hana was like the one behind everything, right? The people causing the kidnapping for Asuka and Himawari, because she wanted to see how strong Kawaki was, and then the paper bombs happened, and then the assassination attempt over at Kaie's home, and all that. I really didn't want it to be Hana Sensei, not because I particularly like her, but just because it was too obvious, and it was kind of dumb that they made it so obvious, and I wish she was just a red herring character, or just something other than what it obviously ended up being in the end anyways. So yeah, it was whatever, it's fine. I kind of like this internal struggle with this character who, is outwardly like very kind and caring and wants to protect the kids, and even though the evil side of her is in control of the body, the good side still tries to stop the evil from taking control and killing somebody. And, you know, that's neat and all, but I I wasn't into it. I thought it was just whatever. I wanted it to be different, but that's not how it was, so whatever, I guess. I don't really have much else to say. Just for the sake of things, I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap things up. It was fine. It was whatever. I kind of want all this to be over. Maybe it will actually end in the next episode because Hana is gonna take all the students onto like this island, and you already know what's probably gonna happen there. So I guess we'll wait and see. Check out my previous video because I was reviewing the second episode of the 6th season for My Hero Academia. I'm trying to come up with a couple of different video ideas. One kind of like a YouTube short, and it won't really be too much of anything, really, because it's just a YouTube short, but I thought it was a fun idea, so it just is a thing that's coming to mind. We'll have to see. Anyways, that's pretty much it. If you liked the video, be sure to like, and if you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'm out. Peace.